Welcome to another Biggs Mobile Detailing video. My name's Isaiah. Today we're going to go over how to clean the exterior as well as the interior windows and then throw on a coat of wax to the windshield. To start, you'll need your glass cleaner right here, and you'll need 2 exterior towels. You'll fold them in a similar way to the wax removal. You fold them in half like this, so they're a nice square with 4 layers to them, so they have a lot of padding so you don't scratch anything. Now, just like anything else, you want to find what works best for you. For me, I like to start with the exterior and start with this half of the windshield and work all the way across, all the way around until I get right back to half of the windshield. You want to get the outside here, get all the exterior windows on the doors, get the mirrors, get the sunroof, and get everything that's exterior glass. To do this, you'll simply, if you're able to, you can put these windshield wipers up. If not, then you'll just have to leave them down. And then you'll just want to apply it. If it's hot, you're gonna want to be generous with it. It might sound counterintuitive, but the hotter it is, you want to keep it nice and wet so that it doesn't dry too fast for you to get the streaks out. So it's a pretty hot day. The sun is right on us. So I like to apply a good amount. You're gonna have your wet towel and your dry towel. I'll choose this one as my wet towel. I like to make a nice square and then fill it in. Now real quick, since it's hot, you're gonna go with the dry towel and get all the streaks out so that the customer doesn't come back and see streaky windows. That is the worst thing for the customer to see. So we got nice dry windows. This one's clean. We'd move on to the next one, get everything around here, get the sunroof, and then we'd start on the interior windows. So now we're on the inside of the car and we're gonna work on the interior windows. Just like the exterior, you wanna have a method, you wanna have a plan. I like to start on this half and go all the way around, get the sunroof, get the interior mirrors, and everything like that. Still have your wet and dry towels, still the same chemical, and still the same concept. The hotter it is, the more product you're probably gonna have to use in order to avoid streaks. So, I'll be pretty generous. You might see some dripping onto the plastics that we just cleaned. Just give it a quick wipe. And I like to make a square, fill in the square, and then come in with the dry towel and make sure that there is no streaks left on the window. Now you'll notice I flip my hand around like this. A lot of times when you're doing windshields, it's very difficult to get in these little cracks. And so for windshields, a lot of time, you have to get creative. And this is a technique that I've learned over the years. I use the back of my hand so I have a little bit more ability to get to tight spots. And that is how you do the interior. Another thing to remember with windows is that sometimes there might be gunk either on the inside or the outside of the window, and that's what's causing your streaks. If you feel like you're just scrubbing and the streaks are not coming out of the car, try some of these solutions. A lot of time you can take this attachment off and just shoot steam onto the window and follow it with a microfiber in your hand. So put this on the window, don't directly put it on, but spray the steam on there and follow it with a microfiber like this. That'll break up the gunk and you'll wipe it off directly with the microfiber. Another solution is a little Mr. Clean magic eraser. Sometimes you can just rub this on with a little bit of lubricant and it'll break up everything and get all the gunk off the windows. Then you can go back and use the window cleaner to clean everything up. The last part about doing the windows is actually waxing them. So protecting the windows from all the natural elements. We use the same wax that we use on the paint. It just gives it a nice seal to protect it. So you'll need your 2 buffing towels and your wax. We're just gonna do this for the windshield. And go ahead and just lightly apply it, just like you did on the paint, and it will help protect everything. Doesn't have to be a thick layer of wax, and you'll want to do this on the outside as well as the inside to help protect it. Go ahead and put it on there. Then you'll get your towels folded like this, and once it starts to get a little bit hazy, we'll go ahead and buff it off. Now that the windshield's a little hazy with all the wax that we put on, we're just gonna lightly buff it off. And this is just like buffing wax off of the paint. But this is a nice little treat for the customer because their windshield will stay clean for longer, rain will bounce off of it, and it just helps protect everything and seal it. And that is how you wax the windshield.